All right, guys, to watch this video for Thursday, February 9th. First, you can see this little graphic up here. We've scheduled our next free webinar, which is a week from tomorrow, Thursday, February 16th. The topic, demystifying the pump and dump. That's going to be a fun one. So tune in if you can. There'll be a link on my Twitter feed and a link in the email. So if you're on my email list and you're watching the video, go back and look at the email. It should be posted near the top. You can get to actually a blog that Wayne wrote. He's my partner that we put the course together. He also wrote a great blog about demystifying the pump and dump, and that is also the topic of the webinar. So the link will be to the blog, and on the blog when you're there, there is a link to register for the webinar. So please do that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. 7:30 a week from tomorrow, Thursday, February 16th. Let's get to the watch list. The SPY, extremely narrow range again today. I think I read somewhere where the SPY hasn't had more than a 1% move for like 37 days or some number like that, some crazy number that apparently is a record. And so if you're frustrated trading, you're not seeing a lot of big moves. That's probably part of it. The overall market is just not having a lot of range right now. It doesn't matter. We'll just be careful and pick some good stocks and make sure we trade with defense first in our minds and keep plugging it higher, man. You just keep plugging away. That's what day trading is. It's not a casino. If you're doing it right, it's a daily grind where you grind your account higher by focusing on A+ setups, entering at the exact inflection point so you won't be red after the entry, scaling out into strength, and protecting your entry after that. So sounds simple, not as easy as it sounds, but there is a process out there that you can, that we teach and that I follow every day. It has a pretty good track record. So DFFN, I'm not in love with this chart at all, but it gapped up on good news this morning. Had a big pop back here, big pop here, settled in for a few days, and then today gapped up and had big volume in the pre-market. Just never got going. Ended up coming all the way back down, but it's at support. It's at the 8-day, it's at the 20-day. It's right near these recent lows, but you do have some overhead resistance from anyone who's holding and hoping from today. Remember, I don't hold overnight. I didn't take this. It didn't give a setup today, but maybe because it's at support, it's worth watching tomorrow. All right, EYES, quiet inside day on lower volume. I would have preferred this to stay up higher up into in yesterday's range, not the gap down and closing at its lows. So I'm not very bullish on this one. In other words, I don't love it, just like I don't love DFFN, but it doesn't cost me anything to have them on a chart. BNTC, huge move back here, huge move here. Couple days lower than a nice pop. Today an inside day, goes back on watch for tomorrow. Definitely worth watching. PULM is coiling. A couple inside. Today inside of yesterday's range, inside the day, and that was inside of the day before that's range. And it's a recent high flyer. Definitely goes on watch. INVE, nice breakout today. Closing well off of its highs, but also well off of its lows. Maybe a red to green in that one tomorrow. ATOS, nice little breakout today. We'll look for a continuation of that tomorrow. CERU, I like the gap up and pop, and then it looked like it was rolling over and got down into the gap yesterday and even today a little bit before closing really strong. So this one might be headed up to the top of the range. Maybe even through. So it looks strong. Bulls are in charge here. I definitely want to watch that one tomorrow. CERU, MYOS, recent high flyer. I don't know, kind of in the middle probably of its four-day range. Low volume today, definitely goes on watch. NAKD. What can I say? The symbol's naked. You got to watch it, right? But not only that, had a huge move here, huge move here. A couple red days and then a nice pop again, and today a red day. It feels like it needs to come in another day, or but I'm going to start watching tomorrow. It does cause some confusion in chat when I tell people, hey, I'm getting ready to trade naked. I get some strange responses to that, but I actually mean the symbol. And I don't know. I like it closer to the 8-day if I can, but sometimes these things just take off. So being a low float stock and recent action, you want to have it on a chart. As a day trader, it's almost your responsibility to have something like this on a chart. We don't know how it's going to trade tomorrow, but we're going to look, and we're going to see if it gives one of our A+ setups. LEDS kind of broke out of a range here, or trying to, and it's a former high flyer. Notice I didn't say a recent high flyer. It had a huge move back here. A nice decent day here, too. 378 to 549. That's a pretty good range, but it's done nothing ever since. But it's coming off of support and a little bit of extra volume. This might be a quiet play tomorrow. We'll see. Not in love with it, all right? And then AEHR, nice pop today on really big volume. You don't see this kind of volume going all the way back to last April. closing well off its highs, but closing well off its lows right at the hole number 3. Maybe red to green in that one tomorrow. We'll also add some gappers in the pre-market, and hopefully between all of that, I can get my daily goal. I just need one of these to give me an A+ setup, and and the trade to pan out, and I can get my daily goal. So that's how I treat trading. Don't watch this video and think I'm going to trade every one of those symbols. The odds are I'll take 1 or 2 of them if and only if they give me an A+ setup. So I've learned to sit in cash unless and until I have a setup on a chart that I like. I hope that helps you a little bit in your trading. All right, I'm done babbling. See you guys tomorrow.